So I'm going to tell you a story of me dealing with a individual's emotional support animal. That doesn't sound pretty, unique or different. However, this animal was a flamingo. Yeah. So let me give you some background. I used to work at a hotel, which shall not be named for legal reasons. And one day I was working the towel hut, handing people towels as they go to the pool. And then as I'm folding some towels, I see this guy come out of the main lobby holding a leash, and on the other end of that leash was a flamingo. Now, at first, I thought this was a joke, that this was, a film crew somewhere hiding, filming, random people's reactions. And then he comes up to me and asks me for a towel because he wanted to go to the pool. I was like, okay, can I see your room key? Hands me the room key. I check it. All right, here you go, sir. Hand him the towel. And then I go to, right before he walks away, I let him know, I'm sorry, sir, but I have to inform you, you're not allowed to bring your pet flamingo to the pool. And he corrected me by saying, oh no, this isn't my pet. This is my emotional support animal. And then begins to take out of his pocket the documentation proving that this is an emotional support animal. Now, I am not one to judge, what people do in their free time, but I was told when I was hired there's only 2 animals I'm allowed to let near a pool that are federally classified as emotional support animals. They are dogs and miniature horses. The miniature horses surprised me when I found that out, but I have to let them in. So I get into somewhat of a debate with this guest, saying why he needs his emotional support animal by the pool. And while we're arguing, this bird is like going for guests as they walk by. So eventually I hear that magic phrase, I like to speak with your manager. And at that point I'm like, okay, this is where the fun will begin. So I call my manager, she comes down, and I didn't tell her what this animal was. I just said this guy is arguing with me that he needs to bring his, support animal to the pool. And she thinks it's like a cat or something, which we've allowed in the past as long as they don't bother people. But she comes down, sees the flamingo, and is in disbelief. So while she's having the argument now, I am standing in between the guests and the flamingo while the flamingo is biting at my back, trying to get guests as they walk by. And I'm trying to make sure that no one's getting attacked by this bird. Because it's clearly not an emotional support animal if it's this rowdy. If it was, it'd be a little bit more calm and, keep to itself. At least that's what I would hope. 3 managers later, we come to find out that this individual snuck in the bird into the hotel, which he's not legally allowed to do at all. He needs to disclose that he's bringing an exotic animal before checking in. So that was fun, a fun day. And how I assume he snuck it in is, I think he shoved it in his golf bag. But yeah, that was my experience dealing with a guest's emotional support flamingo.